HSBC. How big a blow is this fine?
Well, it's certainly not good news, but having said that, in the second and third quarter, HSBC had made provisions of 700 and 800 million, so they'd already allocated 1.5 billion towards this, and at the beginning of November they'd made comments that they felt the fine could ultimately be significantly higher. So they were factoring this in to an extent. They were aware of what potentially might be around the corner, and certainly the share price action this morning isn't chaotic out there. So, you know, the company have already looked to start to deal with this by talking about cost-cutting measures of cutting about 2.5 to 3.5 billion in costs, and also asset stripping as well. So I think as far as the fiscal issues are concerned, it's coverable. I think reputationally speaking, though, this might take a little bit more time for them to get that reputation back.
And a big blow for the industry, of course, coming right after Standard Chartered.
Well, yes, it's not the first bank that's got fined, and it probably won't be the last either. The regulators, both this side and the other side of the Atlantic, are getting a little bit more proactive on this, looking over the last couple of years' worth of bank actions and trading histories. So I think there's probably more to come. ING's obviously suffered a month before with 600 million as well. So I think there will be more to come.
On Mervyn King, I don't know, tell me if I'm pushing this too far. Isn't it a bit rich for a central bank, for a bank governor at the Bank of England to be talking this way?
Well, in fairness, he's only got until June, so maybe he's a little demob happy, as it were, knowing that he's coming to the end of his tenure of what must have been a pretty difficult time. But I think he makes a pertinent point in regards to the currency wars. It's always been viewed that the currencies were in a race to zero, as it were. But I think countries have become a little bit more proactive. Japan have obviously been doing this for a long time now, but the US, the UK, the Eurozone, even the Swiss National Bank are getting involved in it as well when it comes to currency manipulation, as it were.
Quick final word on the Fed tomorrow, of course. Seems to be a lot of uncertainty there, speaking about central banks. How's the market doing ahead of that?
Well, I think Mervyn King's words from last night kind of sum it up to a certain extent. Starts off by being very positive and saying he's sure that America will manage to resolve this. However, he says even if they were to fall over the edge of the cliff, they would still hang on by their fingertips. Not really the phraseology you'd want to hear.